Here at the Wichita Table Tennis Association, WSU's Table Tennis Club is busy practicing to improve their skills.
I would say it is competitive. We're all pretty competitive people just because we're all athletes and things, and we like to, sometimes we'll do races and stuff or wall sits, so you can hold a wall sit the longest, but it's definitely very competitive. We all like to beat each other as much as we can.
The team is a great place for friendship and friendly competition.
We are pretty close actually. I mean, we hang out a lot, like after table tennis practice, just for like a team bonding, you know, just going at different places, just hanging out.
The team is a place where memories are made and where players can have fun.
My favorite part is probably just being able to have like a team to hang out with and spend time with and stuff, because when you go from high school playing sports and then you come to college, it's nice to be able to still be in a team sport and have that team mentality.
The WSU Table Tennis Club is filled with enthusiastic athletes who work hard to be competitive at this sport. It's a cool club filled with cool people. This has been our look into WSU's table tennis team. Reporting for Studio B, I'm James Aschenbrenner. I'm here at the Paxton Blessing Box in Colwich, Kansas, which is right behind the local elementary school. Now, this is a program, it is a nonprofit that operates here in Wichita and in the surrounding communities. It's where a family in need can come and get something from this box. This Blessings Box houses non-perishable food items, you know, such as peanut butter, macaroni, soup, stuff like that. Now, like you can see, there's lots of canned goods here. There's also a granola bar. Now, people can donate to this box and people can take out of it if they need to. Now, ever since the start of the COVID-19 situation, this box has seen quite a lot of use. The staff here at the elementary school who are working on maintaining it, they've reported that they've had to keep a vigilant eye out to make sure that this is always stocked. One of the secretaries has a large cache of non-perishable food items at their house that she occasionally will come up here and refill this box. It's little things like this, these community-based services, that are really helping during these trying times of the COVID-19 quarantines. Wendy Lee, a staff member at Colwich Elementary School, was kind enough to tell us this about the Blessing Box. She had Macy Hensley, the president of the Colwich Friendship Club, ask the administration if they could put in a box. Once they got the approval from Mr. Stone, who is the principal at the school, they contacted the proper people to get this project up and running. After the hole for the post had been dug and the cement laid, the box was hung and it became a new part of Colwich, Kansas. When asked how she feels about having this in her community, Lee responded, "I am very proud of our Friendship Club and the effort they put into making sure our community is taken care of. The Friendship Box runs off the concept of take what you need and leave what you can. This helps teach our kids compassion." Now let's hear what Friendship Club President Macy Hensley has to say.
It makes me feel good giving back to the community, and we should always help others.
This has been our story on the Paxton Blessing Box here in Colwich, Kansas. This has been James Aschenbrenner with Studio B. Being a credit or two away from graduating on time is a worry many students are faced with. Students have several methods for handling this situation, but the most unique is a directed study. Studio B's James Aschenbrenner has the story. Students can fill credit hour requirements with various classes, such as a bowling class. However, for several students at the Elliott School of Communication, directed studies are a more creative and individualized approach. Instructor Jessica Newman is handling multiple directed studies this semester.
They come from a couple of different places. Typically, I sit down with the student, we talk about a couple of things. One, why are you choosing to do the directed study? Two, what ideally would you like to get out of it? Is it a portfolio piece? Is it learning a new skill? Is it working with a specific company or agency in the community? What is it that you want?
One student's directed study left a lasting impression.
So he came up with a photography project, which a lot of people in the Elliott School were a part of, actually, called Ugly Like Me. So he would take a picture of them smiling and then take a picture of them making the ugliest face that they could possibly make. And then they would reflect and they would write down something that they found beautiful about themselves and something that they found ugly about themselves. And so the point was to show that there's beautiful and ugly in every person.
The opportunity given by a directed study was just right for Connor Friend, a senior at the Elliott School of Communication.
So for my directed study this semester. I am doing a documentary over the history of Wichita and how the citizens of Wichita have become more prideful in more recent years. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I think the directed study route is going to be a great experience.
Directed studies are a great option offered by the Elliott School of Communication. They allow students to look into subjects that they are interested in while also gaining valuable experience. This has been James Aschenbrenner with Studio B. Late last semester, the Heskett Center on WSU's main campus held the grand opening of the eSports Hub. University student Adam attended the event.
I came in a little late. I wasn't here whenever they did the grand unveiling, but I came in about an hour later.
Adam is a frequent visitor of the eSports Hub.
I'm here way too much. It's like an hour or two a day, every day. It's a lot.
Adam enjoys the high-quality equipment available at the Hub. Campus Recreation Director John Lee is happy with the implementation of the new facility.
It probably exceeded my expectations with the number of people. The mornings are a bit slow, but by about 10:30, 11, it starts filling up, and usually by the afternoons, it's full or nearly full, all the way through the evening hours.
While the eSports Hub is a welcome addition to the campus for many gamer students, there is also a more interesting intention behind the eSports facility.
We're working with the USD 259, the Wichita School District. In this summer, we're looking to add a eSports summer camp for high school and middle school kids to get them on campus. Again, we have the equipment. Maybe one week will be Overwatch, the next week will be League of Legends.
From providing a place for gamer students to hang out, to giving the Wichita State's esports team a place for practice, and even helping younger students get involved on the campus, the eSports Hub at the Heskett Center is a fascinating part of campus. James Aschenbrenner, Studio B. Teachers form a strong relationship with their students. And that is why it was difficult when they learned that they wouldn't be seeing their students face-to-face for the rest of the school year because of the quarantine. The teachers didn't want to end the year without giving the students a proper goodbye, so they took to the streets. These teachers from Colwich Elementary School are driving around town in a parade, saying goodbye to the children from a safe distance.
I am the administrative assistant at Colwich Elementary School. We decided from another district in our state that they did a car parade with all the teachers and the staff. And that way we got a chance to see all the kids in our neighborhood and say hello, say goodbye. So basically our last day of school in our district, which is Renwick, and our school is Colwich Elementary School, it was March 13th, and then we had spring break. Well, we were not allowed to come back after spring break because the school was closed per the state of Kansas governor. So we decided that if we did a staff parade, we could wave, say we love you, we miss you to all of our kids, and that would help us kind of get closure and get to see everybody as we drove around town.
This event just goes to show that even with the COVID-19 situation cutting the school year short, it will take more than that to stop these teachers from being there for their students. I finally got my revenge after all these years. Mr. Bale, everybody likes him, he pays the paychecks, he throws the lavish parties, gives away all this money. But because of that money, he weaseled his way out of any consequences for the crime that he committed against me, against my family, and against all of humanity. Mr. Bale killed my sister in a hit-and-run traffic accident. Did he pay? Did he go to jail? Get fined? Well, he got fined in a way. He used his money to buy his way out. No publicity, no scrutiny, no consequences. But tonight, there was finally a consequence that he couldn't buy his way out of. I tried so hard to move on, but I could not forget it. All these years later, and it was still going through my mind every day. And it didn't help that there were so many reminders. Bale's massive business, all of its subsidiaries, I knew every one of them from when I was investigating him, and every single time I saw one of them, that image of his car with its mismatched tire rolled through my head. Even talking to my friend, Mr. Song, he worked for one of Bale's companies. I knew that, and even though he's my friend and I enjoy his company, I couldn't even talk to him anymore, because every time I saw him, all I could think about was the horrible atrocity that cruel, selfish, sadistic son of a bitch did to me. Well, no more. It all came to an end tonight when I stabbed him with that poison-tipped knife. Sucks to be Russell, but I needed someone to take the fall for this. I just could not go on any longer. That image of that car with its mismatched tire ripping my sister away from me. But now, it's finally over. And it was pretty easy to frame Russell anyway.
Yes, I'm just finishing up sending the invitations for Mr. Bale's party. I'll be home soon.
Sneaking into Mrs. Dell's office to put Russell on the guest list was easy. Then I simply staked out the local tailor shop so I could figure out what kind of suit Russell was going to wear.